Hey guys, here to do another podcast, but I'm not calling it Casket Conversations. This is just sort of a rando, out of the blue, I guess. Catch you all up on the channel and me and everything because it's been like 6, 7 months since I've posted anything. And there's a lot of reasons for that, and I'm finally ready to come and talk about that a little bit. Um, But before we get to the really, you know, serious side of things, or the more, I don't want to say more important, but the more life centric stuff, let's talk about the Oscars last night, man. The Oscars for me are like my Super Bowl. It's like the one event every year that I really look forward to. And, I got to say, there were a few things that happened that I was not too happy with, but other than that, I really enjoyed the ceremony last night. I was really happy with the turnout. Um, you know, the two surprises that I really didn't care for were, I'm sorry, there ain't no way that Blade Runner 2049 deserves the special effects award over, or the visual effects award over War for the Planet of the Apes, because the obvious reason when you're watching a whole movie about CGI apes and you forget that you're watching a movie about CGI apes, I think that says a lot more. There was nothing in Blade Runner 2049 that really screamed, oh, this is Oscar worthy. Yes, the special effects were absolutely great in it, don't get me wrong, but I think any of the other films, um, even at that, would have deserved the award more than Blade Runner. No offense. And then the other one was, I really did not agree with Jordan Peele winning for Get Out for the original screenplay. I love Get Out. It's a great movie. I understand the social importance of it, and all those different aspects, but I feel like it's unfair. I feel like that award was given to Jordan Peele just for those reasons. And I feel like that is unfair to the movies that really actually had better written stories. You cannot tell me that Shape of Water and Three Billboards did not have better written scripts than Get Out. Um, you just can't tell me that. And if you do, I will never take you seriously again. And again, that is not a disservice to Get Out. Like, I will sing Get Out's praises, until the day that I die. It is a phenomenal movie, but it did not it did not deserve that win. You know, um, for me, I need Jordan Peele to write a movie that isn't preachy, and then win for that, and then I will reassess my feelings on the matter. But you know, um, but anyways, again, I don't really want to get into that. But then I am ridiculously happy for everybody involved with Shape of Water winning the Best Picture. They 100% deserve it. Call Me by Your Name was my favorite movie of last year. So, as far as the Oscar movies go, so you know, uh, I was rooting for it, but I knew there wasn't a chance in hell that it was gonna win. Um, and I gotta throw my hat in the ring and say I am super happy with Frances McDormand winning Best Actress. She computer is being weird. Sorry for that slight little pause there. Um, just wanted to make sure it was recording me right. Um, But yeah, overall it was a great ceremony. I have to say I really really love Jimmy Kimmel as the host for the Oscars. I'd like to see him do it at least one more time. Um, I think he's done a really good job. Um, so yeah, what did you guys think of the Oscars? Did you watch it? What were some of the awards and movies and things that you were rooting for. I gotta say this was another really great great year. Um, there might have been a few things that I wish would have turned out differently, but even at that, it's like I said before, I can't really complain. Because look, while I'm not happy that Jordan Peele won original screenplay, I'm not one of these people that say that it didn't deserve the nomination. It absolutely deserved the nomination. I just didn't think it deserved the win. So, I don't want anybody to think I was saying something that I wasn't saying. All of them. I feel like all of the nominations this year really deserve their place, without a doubt. So, moving off from the Oscars and on to the channel and everything. If you're here, then you obviously see that I have walked away from the Coffin Builder 89 um, character or username or persona, whatever whatever verbiage you want to use. And something I haven't really talked about on the channel that much, but I've talked with friends and stuff is um, I've really wanted to walk away from that for a while now. I came out with the name when I was a teenager. A friend of I actually a friend of mine that actually introduced me to the band Demon Hunter. We were both fans of the band, and we wanted to create usernames that were, you know, homages to them and stuff. And he picked um, he picked the uh, the username Undying. I think it was Undying 18, and I chose Coffin Builder 89. Um, so I've had it for quite a while now. I'm 28, almost 29, and I've had it for a while, and I wanted to walk away from it, but I never really had something I liked better, so I I never made the switch. So I decided to just go with something simple, which is Bishu 89, which is the first initial of my first name and the first three initials of my last name, and my birth year, the same as the 89 in Coffin Builder. So just something simple, you know, um, nothing spectacular. But I wanted to make this change because of a lot of the things that's going on in the world, and a lot of the things that are going on with me, personally, something I haven't really talked about openly. Uh, I don't think, on the channel at all is at the beginning of last year, I, kind of had a stint with cancer and everything. And, um, just, it really put me, and don't worry, I'm fine as of right now. I'm being monitored and everything, and the doctors don't think that, it'll come back anything. It wasn't like, cancer's cancer, but it wasn't like, in my opinion, like a major, you know, cancer ordeal. It wasn't like brain cancer or something like that. But, um, but it was something that really hit me in a way that I wasn't expecting, and because of that, I sort of kind of went into my shell and sort of shied away from doing stuff online and being everything, just because I found it really hard to put on a show or try to act like I was having fun talking about things when I really I really wasn't, you know. Um, I did a few reviews here and there. I put my Dunkirk review and my Pirates review and everything, and Stephen and Stephanie came down, and we did, our camera casket conversations thing. But that was sort of the end for me. I didn't really care about posting anything after that, just because of where I was at in life. And now I'm at a place where I really want to I want to turn this channel into, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to talk about movies. Movies is something I'm really passionate about. So you don't have to worry about me ditching the whole talking about entertainment thing because, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, that's, just a big part of me and my life. And I'm not going to let go of that. But instead of being a channel that is solely centric on entertainment, I want to turn this into a place where I can talk about the things that I'm really, passionate about, um, one of which being, and this might be weird for some of you to hear me talk about, but talk about circumcision. I'm very, very anti-circumcision, and I am definitely, I consider myself an intactivist, I guess, and I've been supporting the, um, I don't know if you'd call it a campaign or the site, but savingsons.org. Definitely recommend checking them out. I've got one of their T-shirts. I have a few of their wristbands. One of them says "His Body, His Choice," and the other one says um, "Break the Cycle," which basically just means, when and if I have sons, I won't circumcise them. And because I realize that for me and a lot of the addiction that I have faced in my life is, a result of me myself being circumcised. And it's funny because, you know, um, it takes a lot of inward looking and figuring yourself out to realize that something that seems so insignificant affects you, and that way. And I've watched a bunch. Oh my gosh, guys, like a shit ton of documentaries. I've read a shit ton of articles on the subject, and it's just interesting. But that's just one topic that, I'd like to focus on here. Once I get a job and I'm in a better place, I'd love to even, you know, donate and support these different causes that I wanna support, but I also want to talk about, religion and um, me and where I stay with Christianity and everything. Um, I don't want to necessarily become a Christian YouTube channel again because that's what I used to be, but I do want to talk about Christianity in the sense that I I believe in God. I believe in the Bible to a degree, but I try to figure out how to say this without alienating a bunch of people. I mean, I know there are going to be some people I alienate no matter what, but I feel like people hold the Bible in too high of a regard. Um, the Bible is a man-made, manufactured plot line of what we think should be told. There's a lot of the Bible that has been taken out that we don't have, frankly, because at some point someone decided it didn't uh, it didn't paint the story that they wanted to paint, and that's a big problem that I have with religion and everything. If there is a God and He's watching over us, then I feel like we should be more focused on being in communion with this all powerful being instead of being focused on whether or not we are following some misguided, outdated mandate that we've had for how many years now, you know. Um, so, that's just kind of my thoughts on the matter. And something else I'd like to focus on the channel is, you know, me being homosexual too, and the fact that I'm gay and a Christian, and that I don't find a wall or a block in that at all, like a lot of people do. These are all things that I really want to focus on this channel. And there are other things that I want to do too uh, in the future, but they're not things that I can do at the moment because of where I'm at in life. So, I'll keep those things to myself for now, but let's just say, I'd love to do, um, I don't know if I want to necessarily call it, outreach or something like that, but there are a group of people, will say, that I would love to reach out to and be there for if given the opportunity, but it's just not something that I can do in my life, right now. But that's kind of where I want to take this channel, once I get past some hurdles that I'm in right now in my own life. I really want to start doing some more uh, documentary type film stuff. I want to talk to different people from different backgrounds and walks of life and different things, and maybe bring some things to light that maybe some people haven't thought of, and things like that. And I want to make this a place where a bunch of different people from a different walks of life can come to and learn more about things that maybe they wouldn't have access to learning about you know otherwise. One, I don't know if I want to call it a series, but one thing I want to talk about is what it was like for me growing up in the church and in a typical Christian family, growing up knowing that I was gay, and how that affected my life and where it led me to, and different things like that. And it's going to be a very vulnerable series, and it's going to be very uncomfortable to put out on the internet, but I think it's it's something that will, um, one, I think it will help other people, should they ever find it, and two, for those of you that know me, I feel like it will bring to light a lot of things and make sense a lot of things and why I am the way that I am. And those are things that I'm very excited for. But with all that being said, and this is almost 20 minutes, so I don't want to keep babbling on for a long time. Um, I'm still not quite ready to come back in full yet, but I wanted to put this out there because this is the direction that this channel is headed, and I want more than anything to have your support now more than ever. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. If you know other people that might be interested in where I'm moving the channel, to, then please try to get them to subscribe and join as well. Um, there's still a few things I need to work out in my life personally before I'm willing to come back. Um, that's just me being honest. That's not me making any excuses or anything like that. Um, but believe you me, once I get myself stable enough where I can properly focus my attention on doing YouTube again and doing it somewhat regularly, then I will be coming back. And I can promise you it'll be before the end of the year for sure. I mean, I'm hoping, if things go the way that they've been going, I'd probably say by the end of summer I'll be back, um, and the full swing of things. And that's sort of my aim. The end of August ish, maybe a little bit before, maybe the end of July. Um, so that's when you could expect to really see me come back. Um, I might hop on from time to time and comment on things, in the meantime. But you can always find me on Instagram, and you can always find me on Twitter. Uh, you know, just look up Bishu89 and you'll find me. Um, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next podcast. I don't have a name for it yet, and I might have different podcasts going on. So, if you have ideas for names, um, I will gladly accept suggestions. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Those of you that do come and pay attention and listen, I really, really am more grateful than you can ever know. You know, the fact that I do have people that are excited to listen to the podcast, whether or not you may agree or disagree with the things that I say, really means a lot. The last thing I guess I'll say before I jump off is, my intent in all of this is never going to be to try to pull you to my side, and always just to make you understand why I believe the things that I believe, and hopes that maybe it will give you a better understanding of where other people are coming from, and be able to talk to them more about these different topics. I think the beautiful thing about life is that we all don't believe the same thing. I mean, hell, life would be fucking boring if we all believed the same thing, you know? Um, I mean, yes, there are definitely times where I think we all feel like, man, why can't we just all agree? But, when you really get past those moments of frustration, you begin to realize that the beautiful thing about life is the fact that we're all different. And I wouldn't change that. My sentiment has always been, if you're not hurting other people, then you're welcome to do whatever the hell you want, you know. And I couldn't care less, But if you're going out there and you're hurting other people, then I'm going to be someone that probably is going to annoy you, because I'm gonna put a stop to whatever you're doing. Um, So with that said, peace out, guys. Thanks for listening. Like I said, stay tuned. And I guess I also will put this up there. If any of you guys want to be a part of the podcast and talk about these different subjects with me, whether it be something more serious like circumcision or abortion or religion, or something more lighthearted like movies, please shoot me an email or a message on Twitter or something, because I'd love to, or a message on here on YouTube, because I'd love to bring you on and talk with you. That would be a lot of fun. So, peace out, everybody.